Okay, hey guys, how's it going everyone? Rue here, I'm back with a bit of a different video this time. I'm doing kind of a live unboxing and a little review of this Wi-Fi camera that I got. So I just want to say a huge thanks to Banggood for sending this out to me. The guys over there are awesome. They reached out to me and said, do I want to do a partnership with them? So yeah, I decided that I would review this and I thought it was really awesome. Banggood are a company, I'll put all the links in the description below. You might have heard of them before. They're based in China, but they're not like, you don't have to wait months for shipping. They actually ship internationally, and the shipping's really quick as well. I was really impressed. They actually ship this. I'm in the UK, and they ship this within the UK, so that's really awesome. They've got stock all around the world, so it's really cool. So yeah, I chose this to review because I thought it was really awesome. I thought you guys would be really interested in this since it's a Wi-Fi camera, but it's really cheap. It's a really good price. You can pick it up on Banggood right now for it's like £25, which is under $50. And it's really awesome. I've got links in the description below. They've also hooked us up with a discount code, 15% off. Use it. It will expire on the 30th of June 2018. So if you want to buy one, make sure you buy one before that date. So I'm going to show you guys the unboxing, and I'm going to run through all the software because I have set it up before. I have tried it out, and I'm going to share my thoughts on it, whether you should buy it, and edit in some previews of what the camera looks like, sort of streaming and all that, and what the quality is like and all that. Yeah, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth review later on. Sorry if the camera's wobbling. It's a bit of a janky setup right now. Also, guys, go follow me on Instagram because I do post a lot of behind-the-scenes photos on there. I just took a photo of this setup because it looks really crazy right now. But yeah. So yeah, this Wi-Fi camera is the Xiaomi Dafang. I think that's how you say it. But Xiaomi, you may have heard of them. They make smartphones. They're a Chinese company based in China. They mainly serve China, as you can probably tell by the packaging. It's a little bit hard to kind of work out what it is. But you can see pretty clearly, it's nice packaging. I like it. Xiaomi are quite trusted. You know, they make some good smartphones. Not as sort of well known as Huawei, but pretty similar in that kind of league. So yeah, so this, like I say, this was really cheap. Like the Nest cameras are like hundreds of pounds. And that's just for one. This thing was like under $50, like £25. It's crazy cheap. And it literally does everything the Nest cameras do. You don't even need a subscription for this, and you can record to it, you can upload to the cloud, you can view it on your phone. So if you want like a security camera for your pets, or if you've got kids in the house, or you just want a security camera that, for your home security, then this is a good option, I think. So yeah, and I've been pretty impressed so far. So let's get into the unboxing. I've already opened this once before. I did try doing an unboxing video when I first got it, but that never goes too well, and it didn't this time. So yeah. But I had a little play around with it, so that's the benefit of doing this unboxing later on. The box is really nice. There was some shrink wrap on here, but I've already peeled it off, unfortunately, so you guys don't get to enjoy that. But here's the camera itself. It's really nice. It's only a plastic body. It's plastic all around, but it's nice build quality. I like the color of it. I mean, I quite like it. It blends in quite nicely. It's not that big. That's my hand sort of compared to it. Average size hand, I guess. Hopefully it's focusing all right and all that. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, if you wanted to hide this thing, it may be slightly tricky, but yeah, I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's that obnoxious, to be honest. Looking at the back of the device, you can see we've got a speaker outlet and also maybe some ventilation. Also, you've got a USB port, so if you want to plug in a USB stick and record to that, it will just fill up, and then once it fills up, it will delete it. And it's like a dash cam, basically. It will just keep overwriting it once it's full. So that's really awesome to have that flexibility. I didn't even know it had that when I got it. That's really nice. And also a micro SD card. Not everyone has micro SD cards, but a lot of people have USB sticks, so that's quite nice. It does kind of stick out though, which is a little bit annoying. But you can just buy a micro SD card if that's your kind of thing. There's a little setup button on the back, and also, I don't know what that does, but yeah. Also, you've got a rubber pad here, very nice. It's going to stick down on your surface. And this thing does spin 360 degrees, so you're going to be able to control it with your phone. And it also tilts up and down as well. So it's got pan and tilt 360 degrees. And it's got a wide angle lens as well, so that's really cool. So definitely a lot of coverage with this camera. I got to remember that the camera's like directly above. I'm just sort of experimenting with this style of video, guys, because don't really do many of these, so hopefully the angle's pretty good. I might do some different shots and edit them in if it's going to be a problem. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool, pretty simple. I like it though, I like it. And you've also got a thread on the bottom for a camera tripod, so that's really nice. Just a standard, I think it's 3/4 inch. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Don't quote me, but standard camera tripod, so you're all good there. So you can mount it like on a ceiling or something, and then you're going to be able to spin all the way around. And you can actually flip the image in the app, so that's all good. I've actually tried it out upside down before, and yeah, so it's pretty awesome. It's got a little sensor there and a light as well, which you can turn off, I think, in the app. So if that gets annoying at night and stuff. It's also got IR LEDs, so it's got night vision on it. And the night vision is pretty good. It lights up an average size room very well, so yeah, I'm really impressed. Okay, so moving on to the box. What else do we get? Not much else. Here's the downside of buying something that's made predominantly in China. You don't get a standard. I mean, I didn't get a UK plug. This is a Chinese adapter, I would say. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, so it doesn't fit UK plugs. I don't think it's American either. So if you were to buy this anywhere else other than China, this might not fit. But I've got plenty of these. It's just a standard USB, so that is all good. I'll go back in the box. Oh yeah, and the instruction manual's just crept out as well, so have a look at that. The instruction manual, all in China. Yeah, your standard Chinese stuff. Yeah, you can kind of work it out. Maybe you get your translate app out. But there's a lot of videos online that actually help it set it up. So I do recommend going on YouTube and just having a little search at how to set it up, because it's quite tricky. I'll explain in a minute, but yeah. So that'll probably just go off to the side or in the bin. And you also get a really nice USB cable. It's flat, so it's like tangle free, and it's like over a meter long. Pretty crazy stuff, and it's nice. It's nice quality, really long. Actually, let's get it out here, and I'll show you guys. It's really crazy long. It's probably the longest USB cable I've gotten actually. So that is really nice if you want to kind of hook it up far away from where you're going to be keeping it. So yeah, you get the USB cable, you get the charger, but don't know if you'll be able to use that. You get an instruction manual, file that to the side, probably won't be using that, definitely won't be using it actually. And then you get the camera itself. It's not very heavy, but not that that matters anyway. But guys, I will get on to, I'll plug it all in and I'll show you guys the app and what is, how to control it and what's included and what features it has, so yeah. Okay guys, we are back and I've got it all set up, just plugged it in. It's really easy to move around, by the way, once it's set up. I've already got mine set up and linked to my phone. It's on the app, so you know, if you want to move it around and stuff, you just unplug it and then plug it back in. It literally takes like, I don't know, like half a second, like not half a second, I mean half a minute to like recalibrate and get back on the network. So that's really nice. And yeah, I'll just show you guys like the app and what it all does. Okay, so we're definitely in shot. So yeah, so the app, there's my little picture there with my dog. But yeah, so the app, let's see if Google Play Store will actually load here. The app you want to get is the Mi Home app. Oh, I can't even spell it. There we go. Mi Home, I've already got it. That's the app that it runs with it basically. So you get that and then you install it. You have to make an account. When you make an account, when you sign up on the app, I would recommend going into the region. I would not even recommend, I would say you need to go into the region and change it to mainland China, even if you're not in China, because it doesn't seem to work otherwise. I was reading online and it literally took me like a day to set up like this thing. This thing was not easy to set up, so if you're not very tech savvy and you don't like tinkering around with software, then maybe this isn't for you. It's not terrible, like, that sounds really bad. There is a lot of tutorials online, but because of a lot of it's in China, it's quite tricky. It did take me quite a lot of tries. I even gave up at one point because when you plug it in and you go to the setup, it like shouts at you in China. There's like a speaker and it's like speaking in China, saying like connection established, but it says it in China. So it's kind of hard to understand if you don't speak Chinese. If you do, then you know maybe this is definitely for you. But yeah, so it does take a while to set up, but once you get there, it supports Android and I would say iOS, but don't quote me on that. I'll have to check that and edit in a caption or something if it is supported on iOS. I would think so. So I've got it all set up anyway. Once you have set it up, you go into your default room or whatever room you have it set up as. The app is quite good, but it's kind of designed for China. So when you do change the language, some of the translations are a little bit dodgy. So just be aware of that. But anyway, if I connect to the camera here, as you can see, I'm connected to the network, the same as this at the moment, so it's really quick. But actually, here we go. I can control it already. But actually, I've connected to it from a mobile network outside of the home, and it's been really quick as well, so been impressed by that. No sort of connection issues as such, doesn't cut out or anything like that. Here I can change the sharpness, which is like the stream, the quality of the stream, so that's low and that's high. It looks good enough, like it's not like sharp, but you can really see what's going on. It's really good enough, to be honest. So here is my review table, what we're on right now. And I'll just give you guys a little demo of it spinning around. That's my window. Hey, how's it going, guys? Woo! And yeah, that's such an unflattering angle, but there you go. And you can just spin it around, look up and down. There's my phone. Woohoo! I'll show you. Actually, I can't go right the way up, but there you go. So yeah, and it's really cool. It's really quiet actually. Like if you had this in the corner of a room or something, you probably wouldn't hear it if you were in the room unless you were really listening for it. You know, the motor's pretty quiet, and yeah, all the movements are smooth, and it's really reactive. Like that's the delay, and there's not much delay on the actual stream as well, so that's really cool. And it tells you how much data you're using. Yeah, and you can just make it a little bit bigger so you can see a bit more. It is a wide angle lens, like over 100 degrees, so you're going to see a lot as well. Like I say, the night mode, I might edit in a little preview of that in the dark. That's pretty cool, just like infrared LEDs, so that it's going to get some night vision, which is really awesome. Here, you've got a lot of features. The app has a lot of features. Like I'm really impressed for the price. So yeah, you can set time lapses. You can also do things like motion tracking, so you can enable that. I haven't played around with that too much just yet. Cruise basically just will set it to automatically just spin around every so often and just kind of patrol around the room, just cruise around. So yeah, and small window play, that means you can just like play it in a small window while you do other tasks on your phone, which is a pretty cool feature. I probably wouldn't use it, but nice to have. Motion alarm, similar to motion tracking. When it detects motion, say like an intruder in your home or something, then it's going to give you a notification. The thing about the notifications though is that if you really are security and you care about security, like you're a big security fanatic, then maybe this isn't for you, because the notifications only come through the app. They don't come through the phone. As far as I know, I've tried different things. Heard other people say the same. So it doesn't actually deliver it straight to the phone, which is a little bit irritating. Yeah, it's kind of a shame actually. Maybe there's a way around that. I'll look into it, but yeah, that's quite annoying. Calibration, it just calibrates it, and you can shut it down or put it to sleep as well, so that's pretty cool. You can also talk into your phone and it will broadcast out onto the camera. It's pretty good, it works pretty well, quite loud. And you can also relay audio from the camera to your phone if you want to do that, which is these two buttons just here. You can view it in full screen, you can rewind like a certain amount of time, I think. Yeah, if you're recording to a USB disc or an SD card. I don't have one inserted right now. Other stuff, you can record and take snapshots. You can check all your video recordings just there, sort them out. It's really cool. Actually, it is pretty easy to use once you've got it all set up. Yeah, you've got all your snapshots and all that just there. Other settings, you've got camera settings just here, so you can set alarms. Pretty awesome. You can set smoke alarm sound detections and CO alarm sound detections. It's really cool. And motion alarms. You've got all the kind of features in here. Storage management, I have tried it with a USB stick and it works great. You can format it on here. You can set up to like record uninterrupted video and then just delete once it's full up, and the old ones just delete the oldest ones. So that's really cool. Moving control, you can change the speed of the pan, tilt and zoom and other stuff like, oh okay, the cruise, yeah, you can change the cruise patterns. Cool. Moving it back here, you can see how we can flip the image. So if you have it upside down, you can flip the image. You can distortion correction, you can turn that on. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but it's nice to have. Time watermark, haven't figured out how to change the time yet. It doesn't seem to be tied to my phone, but okay. Nice to have nonetheless. I'll probably figure that out. Status indicator light, I think that's the light on the front, and that's quite bright, but if you turn it off, it means obviously you're not going to get, it's not going to be too blinding, it's not going to give away the camera's location in the dark or something. You can also check notifications, yeah, so that's pretty cool. And moving on, a few other settings here. Automation. This is crazy. Like there's a lot of features on this. It really is. I'm really impressed actually. You can also set up like automation stuff like this. Like if this, when the weather changes and stuff, you can set it to do crazy stuff like record, run a scene. You can do like if and then. It's really cool. So don't know how much I'll use that, but it's nice to have. There's a lot of cool features in there. Oh yeah, just leaked my emails. I'm joking. Right, okay. You can rename it as well. I've got such an imaginative name at the moment, as you can see. Security settings. I suppose if you had different rooms, you could name it different things. You can also set a password for it. So yeah, if you wanted some extra security on there. I'm not sure if you can tie it to several devices. I don't think so. I think it's tied to one device only, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. It's not too big of an issue. Might be able to. I'll look into that. You can share it. So maybe you can share it if other people have Me accounts. Check for firmware updates. All good. I had to do that when I set it up, so it seems pretty good now. And you can just add a few other things like home screen shortcuts, and there's some network information. Not going to do that because it's got my IP and all that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You got some help, probably in Chinese, but worth a try, guys. You know, extra points for trying Xiaomi. I mean, yeah, not everyone speaks Chinese, but yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will probably edit in some B-roll of it and some better kind of previews of it. But that's pretty much it. I'll probably show you guys what it's like in a proper room with the night vision and all that. But that's pretty much it for showing you guys what it is, what it does, and what it's like. You can zoom in and all that kind of stuff. It's good. I'm really impressed by it, actually. For the price, it's really good. The build quality and like the build quality and the noise of it and the motor and all that, it's really good. The setup is quite irritating, but if you can get past that, and you're quite tech savvy and all that, then it's really good, to be honest. A really good price. So I definitely recommend it. So yeah, guys, there you go. There was my little review of the Xiaomi Dafang Wi-Fi camera. Banggood have got a lot of other Wi-Fi cameras on there as well, so if you want to check those out, definitely go and do that. Cheaper ones and other expensive ones. So definitely they got a nice range. So go and check them out. I've got links in the description below. Go use that discount code. Go support me and go show them some love. They're really awesome guys over there, and they sell some great stuff. They really sell like a lot of stuff, like mainly electronics, I think, but really pretty much anything, to be honest. And I know the name of the website sounds a bit weird, but just get your mind out of the gutter, okay? But yeah, okay. Well, anyway, guys, I don't even know. Right. Anyway, see you later, guys, and subscribe, like, all that jazz, and you know what to do. All right.